you know, these... Complete. I'm gonna get rid of some of these regular exo forces, I think, yeah. I think I'm just gonna get rid of all of them, actually. Hello, I am Mal, and welcome back to our Community Empires Let's Play of Stellaris. Yes, we're back. I know, you're like, what? But yes, we're back. But let me talk a little bit about the last episode where it didn't go that well, and I got pretty annoyed at the way the crisis event for the Praetorian Swarm presented itself. And it didn't follow any of the information that I looked up on the wiki or any other source, really, for that matter. As I understood it, that particular crisis, once triggered, you get that the storm is coming event, which we got, and then they send essentially some scout ships through, and then they sort of establish a foothold, and then after that, if you don't stop them, it gets really ugly. But the reality is, they showed up and then almost immediately had a force I couldn't deal with. Now, part of that was, you know, because I was ill-prepared, and as I understand it, there's a couple different things that factor into the fact that that crisis event was sort of like ridiculous. Is that I'm in a smaller galaxy size, so that's part of it. The way that they made changes in the more recent versions of Stellaris, it's a little bit more difficult to get alliances formed. So there was a couple of assumptions made by the devs. One, people wanted the crisis events to be even stronger, to make it spicier in the late game. So I get that. So the developers make the crisis events tougher. Okay, fine. But it doesn't scale, seemingly at all, with the galaxy size that you're playing on, or the type. It doesn't take into account whether or not you have any alliances or not, which it probably shouldn't, but since they made creating alliances more challenging, maybe that should have been playtested a little bit more. In any case, what happened was it just created sort of a perfect storm of imbalance. We had the swarm come in, and of course they came to eat our faces off right away, and then we didn't have anybody that would seemingly help us, including other people that were threatened. And here's where the problem lies. So if you're going to have these crisis events, that's one thing. And even if they're going to be super powerful, that's another. And if it doesn't scale well with a galaxy, then okay, fine. That's, in my opinion, that needs some work, but okay, fine. Even if we accept all things being equal and that's quote unquote working as intended, you still have the issue of that the other AI empires just sit around essentially twiddling their thumbs. They don't react. So here's this huge threat to the galaxy and they don't do anything. So then I went and I spent like the last day or so like reading up on Reddit and other places, like, is this the same thing happen with the other crisis events, like the unbidden or unbiden or whatever they are, and then you've got the synth uprising. What happens with those? And what I found was that largely they don't react. Like only the AIs that are actually immediately being attacked do they actually react. So there's clearly some work that needs to be done there. So to sort of sum it up for me, I've decided, at least for the time being, I don't want to deal with the crisis events because clearly they're not balanced, especially for the size of the galaxy we're on. So what I did is I found a mod, and I will link it in the description of this video because this could potentially be helpful for a lot of you. And what it does, let me go over here to our home world, is it adds an edict right here. Galactic crisis are currently disabled. Okay, so I could enable it. I'm not going to. It costs you 0 influence. It's just a toggle. And if I remember right, that's actually the name of it. It's like Crisis Event Toggle, I think is the name of the mod. But I've played the last 3 years. I went back to a previous save, which I normally don't do on my Let's Plays. You know that. I usually just deal with whatever comes. Sort of like forced Iron Man style for everything. But in this case, I wanted to continue the LP. I didn't want to shut it down because I do enjoy Stellaris, and even though I'm frustrated with parts of it, the reality is I didn't want to end this Let's Play. So I rolled back to, luckily I had a save. Normally I don't really make saves, but there was I guess an auto save or something. Anyway, I was able to go back, I think it was 3 years to 2319, and then I rebuilt my infrastructure and I disabled the event. So now let's take a look at where we are at. I have spent quite a bit of resources just sort of expanding our reach. I redid the sectors a little bit, but I have been aggressively grabbing systems, and I'm building even more colony ships right now. The issue has been influence, so I actually need to sort of settle down on building colony ships until I have more influence. But that's what I have been doing. Now, we are going to go back to war with these guys right here, the Krojanian Imperium. We're going to go back to war with them, and we have the potential right here, I noticed, to the ones that we liberated, to get an alliance. So I'm going to go ahead and offer them that. Oh, it'll cost us 1 influence each month? Okay, maybe I won't do that then. That's not worth it to have just these guys with us. That's, yeah, not worth it. I want some friends, but that's not good. All right, so let's unpause and sort of continue. You know, the other thing I did, and I should have done this before I started the Let's Play, arguably. Okay, I'm going to say that up front. I should have researched this beforehand. But when I decided to start this Let's Play on hard difficulty, it didn't dawn on me how much of an increase the other AIs are, how much they get, you know, because let's face it, you know, we've been sort of behind the 8 ball the whole time. And I was like, you know what, let me go double check what that means. They get a plus 50% to both their mineral and energy output. 50% flat. And that doesn't even include advanced AI starts. So it's like, no wonder we were behind, right? Which, you know, whatever. I don't mind so much that we've been challenged the whole time. I think that's part of the fun of it. But it was the ridiculous crisis event with, hey, let's show up and here's 500,000 military power. I'm going to eat your face off. That's whatever. Like I said, I ranted in another video. I won't say anything else about it. But let's continue. Okay, so the plan is still to, again, we're going to go to war with these fellows. We are going to militarize even more the nylon system, because right now it's just got sort of these dinky defense platforms. We're going to swap that out for fortresses. We do have a fortress here, and then we're going to, I mean, I don't really want to, I guess, is there like nothing in here that we could colonize? I don't really want to spend influence. They're all toxic, of course. What's this thing? Barren. I don't really want to spend the resources to, or the influence to put a outpost here, but I may have to, because it doesn't look like our reach is gonna expand out here. We just need to go a little bit further. Maybe if I can get a border range increase on tech or something. Speaking of which, here's our current tech objectives. We're going with Physics Lab 4, we're going with Gene Tailoring, and we're unlocking the Impulse Thruster. So we're going to militarize here, here, and then potentially here to give us a sort of established war front against the Cimmerian conglomerate. Now, we've managed to sort of keep them, you know, so-so by continuing to just sort of give away a free research agreement. It's the only way I've been able to keep them happy, but I mean, we can't go to war with them, so it seems like a reasonable thing to do given our current circumstance. And then with the Fallen Empire, which I think after we do this war, we're gonna have to pull everything we have and maybe just make a run at these guys. And if we lose, we lose. But if we don't take them out soon, this is gonna be another problem. So this will be like Crisis Event Revisited sort of thing. Okay, let me double check all the constructor ships working. What are you doing over here? You're supposed to be working. Okay, go get that. We have this in our space yet? No. Okay. We do have this resource now, or at least we have access to it. We completed it. This is the one that gives you like plus evasion and a couple other things on your ships if you add them to your spaceport modules. Unfortunately, I can't get out here without spending a lot of influence, so I'm going to have to let that just sort of lie for the moment. Build that as well. Okay, here's the main fleet. I think we're good to go. Now, because we sort of reloaded, we know that these transports are not going to be good enough, so
Ships
before we go to war,
construction complete.
we're going to need to train. What? How much longer is this thing? 24 days? Okay, that's fine. I'm not spending any influence, not that I have it, but I'm not spending any influence trying to manage the various factions that are upset, because once we take over that other, what's left of that empire, they're not going to have anything to try to migrate to, so it's not going to matter. Okay, let's get an army here. Hopefully, if we get a few more psionic armies, this will be enough. You know,
Construction complete.
I'm gonna get rid of some of these regular exo forces, I think. Yeah. I think I'm just gonna get rid of all of them, actually. No! Yes. Go away. All right. Resources are capped. So I kind of feel like we're back on the right track again, so we'll see how it goes. If I lose because of the Fallen Empire or another empire, I'm fine with that. I might have gotten a little overzealous by putting it on hard difficulty for this LP. It's only the third time I've played the game, so might have been a little bit cocky to do that. Should have done more research beforehand. But I think it's okay. I do like the fact that we have been kind of behind the 8-ball the whole time. It's made it more fun for me. I like the challenge. My whole thing is and this is true of every strategy game I play, be it XCOM or, you know, Master of Orion or Endless Space or what have you. I am fine with higher difficulties giving an edge to the AI. What I'm not fine with is what I like to call artificial difficulty. If you give them too many advantages instead of just making the AI smarter, then it's not that fun. Or if there's too big of a random, you know, RNG element to it, that's also not fun. And I think the Crisis Event thing, that was sort of the RNG had a lot to do with it, right? It was like I said earlier, the perfect storm conspired to kill our Let's Play. How dare it?
Research complete.
Okay, so let's see. We've got, what do we got here? Tropical world. We could build another. We could build another colony ship, I guess. Alright, you work on that. I guess we'll send you there. And then, let's see. Gonna send you. Right here. And then this colony ship. I'd actually like to take direct control of this system. Yeah, it's got a lot of planets in one system, so it's kind of nice. Okay, so that's the 10. That's the 12, right? Yeah. And then the ocean, which we can't even do. Alright, so we'll do this one then. Okay, engineering's done. Let's see. Did we go for another strategic resource? Kinetic weapon. I mean, we don't really use those, but I guess it's only 2,000 points. Let's just grab it. Our economy is, I think, relatively good at the moment. Unemployment. Okay, let's see. What are we doing here? Right, society output. Okay, so let's build another basic science lab. You can go hang out right there. Upgrade to Biolab 2. Okay, capped out again. This is good though, because I'm going to build some more fortresses and it'll help with the maintenance and whatnot. Speaking of which, let's go over here. These constructor ships are all busy, right? No, you're not busy.
Construction complete.
I think everything there is taken care of, so let's have you come back over here. Yep, fly back, please. Alright, so let's get rid of those.
Construction complete.
Unemployment, huh? Okay, activate. How much food do you have? You're up +3? Alright, let's put you over here then. Activate. And the next pop can go into there, I guess. Technically. We don't really need it, though. Well, we kind of do. Here, just upgrade this. Physics Lab 2. Space Coal Plant. Which really, if I want to maximize it, I should probably swap it with one of these other tiles, like this one. Why do I have this here? That doesn't even make any sense. Here, demolish that. Because it had 2 engineering flat? Yeah, no. Here, swap this. I don't even know why I swapped those guys. Demolish this, actually. And you can do... don't have power hub tech, so I guess basic science is fine right there, and then what we'll do is we'll change this to space coal. It'll be maximize its effectiveness, right? That's it's next to the planetary capital. Physics Lab 2. Physics Lab 2. Alright, I mean, I'm doing what I can to improve, as you can see, to improve our research, which I have. I'm just hoping it's not too late. Like, I'm hoping we've caught up enough in terms of, like, our expanse of our empire that it'll start to turn for us a little bit. Get these troops coming. Okay, you guys form up.
Construction complete.
Non-aggression? Oh, for a second I thought it was for us. I was like, what? That'd be great! And it's not for us. I got excited for a second, though. I got excited. Build another destroyer. I'm keeping to my just keep building ships sort of ethos. Colony ship. Okay, where are you going? This arid world? Yeah, okay.
Construction complete. Research complete. Construction complete.
Research complete? What do we got? Okay, Physics Lab 4. New research. Let's grab assist research, because there's not a lot for our science ship to do. Like, I'm maintaining a science ship and a scientist. It's like, why even am I bothering with that? I mean, eventually we'll hopefully be able to, like, go after some of the other things in the situation log, but right now we can't, so... better to get that and have it be able to do something. Alright, now do we have enough for a fortress? Not quite. Alright, here. Why don't you upgrade while we're over here?
Ships upgraded. Construction complete. Construction complete.
Okay, we should have enough now. Put it in range of the port. Because this is where they're going to come from, here or here, right? So we want to protect these. Alright, so let's put it right there. Let's go ahead and get rid of this other one. I don't need that defense station. They're worth like 4,500 or 5,000 military power. Something like that. They're actually pretty potent. Okay, another war started. Alright, so speaking of which, I think what I'm going to do here is I'll finish up getting the troops trained that we need to go finish these guys off, the Imperium. And then we'll start off the next episode with that war, I think. Yeah, makes sense. So I hope you enjoyed this one, and if you did, consider hitting that thumbs up. Thanks so much for watching. Till next time, I'm Mal, and I'll see you later.